Shalom, 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 shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Yahweh is who we eagerly call God, Jehovah. Yahweh means he exists. And Yahushai is who we eagerly call Jesus Christ. Yahushai means he says he delivers and double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, and salutation to all the argument, especially the truth. Walk of the raw. Waking leg to third come. That's right, there's a better call. Not from the GMS Miami Camp. What another lesson is, the New Testament is for the same people who was under the Old Testament. And then the Most High, listen, Most High does not change, as it says. All right? The book, the Bible, is for the Israelites. All right? The promises was from Abraham, Isaac to Jacob. It never changed. All right? The covenants are the giving of the law unto the Israelites. That's why Paul said it. And we'll grab that to even prove that point. It never changed. All right? It never changed. It never changed. All right? What are you guys reading? All right? The New Testament is for the Israelites. All right? The New Testament, all right? Something new means that he's got to replace something old. So now, if Lord was including everyone, I mean, it won't be new. New is to be something to replace something of old. All right? It'll just be, this is a testament that I make with the whole world. All right? Where did I want to start at? Slovakia. It's still taking. Let's go to Jeremiah. All right, that's what was mentioned first. The New Testament was mentioned in Jeremiah. All right, Jeremiah was a prophet, an Israelite prophet, and he was speaking to the children of Israel. And it's gonna go into it, and then you Christians, y'all don't know what's going on, man. I really don't. I just lost. Y'all just regurgitating the same shit that y'all grandmama learned, and especially you Negroes, Latino Americans, just the same shit your grandma regurgitated towards you, or said to you. You niggas say the same shit. You sound like big grandma with the big arms. So, Salakia, Jeremiah 31 and 31. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Israel and Judah, southern tribe and northern tribe. All right, when it say Israel, it's saying the whole 12 tribes. It didn't say the whole world. Speaking of the 12 tribes. All right. Not according to the covenant that he made with their fathers. And it's gonna be specific. And the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt. So it's getting more detailed. So it's speaking of the fathers of who? The Israelites. So that means it's only the New Testament or the New Covenant. All right, the New Covenant is for the Israelites. All right, the New Covenant is for the Israelites. He said, not as your fathers. All right, speaking to the lineage, all right, of the Israelites. That's why he said, not the covenant I made with you that when your forefathers came out of ancient Egypt. All right, bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was a husband unto them, said the Lord. And the Lord was a husband unto Israel. Go earlier in chapter of Jeremiah. All right. And we broke the covenant. We broke the first covenant. That's why we needed a second. 33. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel, all 12 tribes. After those days, said the Lord, I'll put my law in their inward parts. He's going to put the law, statute, commandments in our mind. Are we going to be spiritually programmed, righteously programmed to never go off? All right, that's one of the covenants. All right, for the Israelites, one of the rewards for the Israelites. All right, in the inward parts, and write them in their hearts, their minds, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people. All right. So what that last sentence that we read from that verse, all right, it said, there will be a God, I will be their God. What that reminds you of? All right? Remind me of Hosea. Yeah. All right, bear with me. Hosea 1. Hosea 1 and 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured, all right, nor numbered. All right, because we as the sand of the sea. That's one of the promises that the Lord gave to Abraham and to his seed. It shall be as like the stars of heaven and the sand of the sea. Can't be numbered. All right, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured, see, nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in Salakia, that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God. So the same place that our heritage was being out of us, or stripped out of us, the same place. We're standing up on our feet, bold and righteousness, proclaiming and confessing to be Israelites, the sons of God. Yahshua, He's the Prince of Power. All right. And you should not. So we will be a people. Unto them, ye are the sons of the living God. So let's go back to Jeremiah 31. Jeremiah 31 and 33 again. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. And after those days, saith the Lord, I will put my laws in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, their minds. All right, and I will be their God. They shall be my people, and they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, a fellow Israelite. All right, we don't have to teach them the law because they're gonna be like programmed to keep the law perfectly. All right, so we're gonna have to teach a fellow Israelite. They're gonna have the laws in their mind. All right. Neighbor, every man his brother, saying, know the Lord. For they shall all know me from least of them to the greatest of them. Saith the Lord, for I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sins no more. All right? So that's the new covenant, bro. The Lord is going to forgive our sins. Forgive us. Only Israel. And then go to where it was mentioned again also. They're like, oh, Paul was onto the Gentiles, but those Gentiles that Paul was speaking to were Israelite foreigners. They were Israelites. It never changed. This thing never became universal. All right, so Hebrews 8 and 6. But now have he obtained a more excellent ministry, by how much also he's a mediator, speaking of Yahushua, who you call Jesus Christ, of a better covenant, which it was established upon better promises. Because now this one, our law is going to be our inward part. We're never sinning again. So if you don't sin, Paul 144. All right, if you don't sin, all right, that means we don't die. All right, that means we don't sin. That means we don't never lose rulership. All right, the rulership will never be translated to another people. 7. For if the first covenant had been faultless, and it's been faultless because of the Israelites, the people, because the laws is perfect, there shall no place have been sought for the second. For finding fault with them, the Israelites, he said, behold, the days come, said the Lord, will I make a new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah, the Israelites, not other people, not another nations, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continue not in my covenant, and I regard them not, said the Lord. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel, the 12 tribes. After those days, said the Lord, I will put the laws into their mind. We'll be right, perfect robots, perfect beings. All right, that's why those new bodies are not going to be of this world. It's going to come from the heavens, so it can't be corrupted because it's not of this realm. All right, the things of this realm are corrupted, and they have to decay. All right. I return again, for this covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, said the Lord, I'll put my laws in their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be unto me a people. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor, or every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for all shall know me from least to greatest. Once an Israelite is born, he's going to be perfect. All right, perfect, flawless. For I will be merciful unto their unrighteousness and their sins and their iniquities, and I remember it no more. All right, 13. And that he saith, a new covenant he have made the first old. Now, which decayeth, waxeth old, and is ready to vanish away. And we're not in the new. So you have people that say that we're in the new covenant. We're not in the new covenant yet. All right, when Yahushua comes, then we'll be in the new covenant. All right, we still in the time of grace. All right, the new covenant comes when Yahushua and when we change. All right, when we are changed in the twinkling of an eye. All right. I'm gonna just grab it. Romans 9. That's a dagger to you Christians. Romans 9. All right, Romans 9, and I'll start at 3. For I wish that myself were accursed from my shop, from my brethren, kinsmen, Israelites, according to the flesh. And we know Paul is an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin, who are Israelites, to who pertained the corruption, all right, coming back, being brought back, the glory and the covenants with an S, the new, the old and the new, and the giving of the law was only to the Israelites. There was on Mount Sinai, and the service of God, the promises that was given to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who are the fathers, and whom, as concerning the flesh, Mashiach came, who is over all. God bless, say amen. See, Yahushua only came for the Israelites. All right. All right, so, a little quick lesson of, all right, the Lord doesn't change. He's the same today and as yesterday. So I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakodash, and double honors to the apostles at Ezra Great Millstone, and salutation to all the argument, especially the truth, all could have wrong. Waking leg comes the third, come Shalom.